is Fabiana Zizi Bahtiar. Yeah, uh, you can. I'm from 1212. I'm from 1212, and you can. Uh, I'm happy to be the one of the presenter to present SMA 10 Samarinda.
You.
I am Kinesha Zefania Sialoho. I am from class 1212 and you can call me Ines. I am also very glad to be here today um, to present SMA 10 Samarinda.
Hello, Miss Gibran. I'm Gibran and I'm from 12-9 class. And also I am very happy to be here to introduce you to all of the same uh, to our country, to the India student. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. Yeah. My name is Muhammad Aldin, but I usually go by Aldin. I'm from the class 1110, and I'm glad to be here.
Hi, allow me to introducing myself. My name is Michelle Priscilla Leko. You can also call me Michelle. I'm from 10-4, and I'm really glad to be here to be the presentation of my country from Seman 10 Samarinda. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Muhammad Rafli Alifatakwa, but you can call me Rafli. And I'm an 11th grader and I'm from 1110th. So it's so glad to meet you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Right. So now we actually have Fatur, but can we have a quick introduction even from the students from St. Joseph's, please? Yeah. I hope the microphone is all working well. So students from Joseph's, please go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Keenan and I'm from class 12 science.
Right. Just keep the microphone a bit closer, please, so that we can hear you more clearly. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Deeksha. I'm in the 12th grade. I study commerce, and it's great to be here today.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marshall. I'm from science in class 12 and I'm really happy to be here.
Sure. Thank you. Just a minute. The students from Samarinda, are you all able to hear them clearly? Just to make sure, are you all able to hear them clearly? Yes? Yeah? Okay, done. Thank you. Yeah, please go ahead. Sorry.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Nikita from class 12.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sean Walter from class 12 commerce.
Morning, everyone. I am Namaya from class 12.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Gavin from class 12 commerce.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Hasita from class 12 commerce. Good morning, everyone. I'm Riya from class 12 science.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Akhil Fernandez from science. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Right. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. A good morning to all our students and also to Father Rohan. A very good morning to you all from Bangalore, and a very good afternoon to Pa Fatur and also the students from SMA Nagri or SMA N10 Sapulu Samarinda. Thank you so much for coming online. Today's event is actually a cross-cultural sharing session between India and Indonesia, and which is organized by Tie-Ups International. But we would really like to sincerely thank Father Rohan as the principal of St. Joseph's Bangalore. Thank you, Father, for this opportunity for allowing the students of St. Joseph's Bangalore to join, participate. And also, we would like to sincerely thank Pa Fatur Rahim, the principal of SMA Nagri Sapulu Samarinda, also to participate. So today's event is basically a sharing session between the students of St. Joseph's Bangalore and SMA N10 Samarinda to share information about two aspects. We took one topic as the country. So we would like the students from both the countries to share information about their respective countries. and I think we have a skeleton map on what are the topics will be discussed about the country. And then the second topic would be about their school life, about the activities which generally the students do in Samarinda as well as in Bangalore. So I think these are the two topics. And once again, I would like to sincerely thank Father Rohan, Pa Fatur, the management, and also the students of both the schools for today's participation. Now, before we begin the event, may now I request Pa Fatur Rahim as the principal of SMA Nagri Sapulu Samarinda to give an opening remarks. Pa Fatur, yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Rafi. Hello, Mr. Rafi?
Yes, Pa. Yeah, please go ahead, Pa.
Okay, thank you. The Honorable Father John,
Rohan.
Principal Saint Joseph School, and Mr. Rafi from Thai Ups International, and all of audience and participant this session meeting, sharing session. First and foremost, let us offer praise and gratitude to Almighty God for granting us health and the opportunity to gather here for this very special occasion, the signing MOU. We hope after this meeting between SMA and 10 Samarinda and Saint Joseph School. We would like to extend our warm greeting to all participants and also to teacher and student in Saint Joseph School. This collaboration marks a remarkable first step in strengthening relation between nations through education. Through this meeting, we hope to open up significant opportunity for both schools to exchange knowledge, culture, experience, enabling our students to better prepare for global challenge. Thank you for everyone. Thanks. Back to you, Mr. Ravi.
Thank you so much, Pa Fatur. Thank you for your introduction remarks. Thank you very much. May I now request Father Rohan, the principal of Joseph's School, Bangalore, to give an opening remarks. Father, over to you.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, Father. Yeah.
Yes. Respected Principal Mr. Fatur Rakim, Principal of Yesman 10 Samarinda. Am I correct in my pronunciation? Yes.
Yes, Father. It's
Yeah.
called SMRN, but yeah, it's totally fine, Father. Please go ahead.
SMN 10 Samarinda, yes. Then Mr. Ravi from Tie-Up International, who has organized this tie-up program, a very meaningful tie-up program. My dear students from both the schools, I am very glad to be part of this great event of cross-cultural exchange of ideas and knowledge that we have. First of all, I would like to thank God for this opportunity, as Mr. Fatur has already told us. I would like to also thank Mr. Ravi for coming over to India and connecting us. That is a great work that he is doing, connecting people. That is a very important thing that we need to do in today's world, connecting people and making friends and build bridges. That's what Mr. Ravi has been doing. And when I had a talk with him here, it was very interesting to listen to him, how he is working with so many universities and how he gave up his own profession and he's involved in this field of tying up with the different institutions and the schools and universities. So I thank him for this great initiative that he took up. And immediately he arranged this program. So therefore, I would like to thank him, and also thank Mr. Fatur for allowing our students to interact with your students. So that is also a great help that you have done. And also the students in their own interest and desire. When we told about this exchange program, our students were very much enthusiastic. And even from your school also, there must be a same response, I would say. So therefore, I would like to thank the students. So when I think of cross-cultural exchange or understanding of different cultures, really it will help us to build bridges. We are living in a world where there is a lot of turmoil, there is a lot of war and conflicts going on, mainly because of holding on to our own heritage, our own culture, our own maybe languages, religion. So therefore, it is the platform for us to build bridges. And the students of India and Indonesia now, they will be the ambassadors of peace and harmony when they understand each other and when they build a relationship like this. That is the one aspect that I would like to highlight. Secondly, when we listen to each other, we learn so many things. We learn new things. So this is another platform to learn. Maybe our students now they have a class, maybe a subject, maybe related to science or humanities, but this exchange will enrich their understanding and their knowledge. It is not only the bookish knowledge that we need to get. This interaction will give us more knowledge. After a few years, when I meet our own students, those who attended this program, they will not remember what they have learned in the class. They will remember this exchange. They will remember that we had a exchange program with the Indonesian school. So likewise, your own students will remember the exchange that they had with our students. So that is a second thing that I would like to highlight as we are in this platform. Thirdly, with this digital world, we are in the digital classroom. From a normal classroom of four walls, we are come out and we are in the digital platform. And this platform will help us to build bridges and gain more and more knowledge. We have many courses now. Many universities are offering MOOC courses through online. We can learn. So that is another this advantage that we are taking by this exchange program. I would like to thank Mr. Ravi for this great initiative, tie-ups. They are doing so much for different students, and this will broaden the horizons of the students and broaden the horizons of every person on who is attending this program. So I'd like to wish the students very best. Share your thoughts, your culture, your work ethics, which will enrich each other. So every best practices of every school will enhance the person who listens to you. So therefore, share your best practices and listen to others, their best practices. Both the schools, both all the students, they have their own work ethics, their culture. Every culture will enrich us. So therefore, it is a great opportunity. So I would like to thank Mr. Ravi once again, Mr. Fatur, and all the students, participants, the teachers, those who are behind there to support the students. I would like to thank all of you and have a wonderful exchange.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Father. Thank you so much for your opening remarks. And we really look forward for further enhancing the collaboration between India and Indonesia. And of course, the best way is to connect the students. Okay. Now, without further delay, to all the participants today, let us start off with today's main session, which is actually the cross-cultural sharing session. The first topic today is actually about the country. So we'll probably begin with the students from St. Joseph's, Bangalore. So please remember the first session would be of 15 minutes. 15 minutes time would be given to the students of Joseph's. Please make sure just stick on to your time, and then followed by 15 minutes sharing session from SMA and 10 students, Samarinda students, of another 15 minutes. And then we will keep 5 to 10 minutes question answer session if in case any students would like to have questions either from India to Indonesia or from Indonesia to India, we can have that sharing session, question and answer session, and then we move on to the second topic, which is about day-to-day life, school activities, and others. So that's the reason. Yeah. So let's go further. So may I now invite students from St. Joseph's to please go ahead with the presentation. Over to you, the students of Joseph's.
Languages and even more dialects.
I request the students from Joseph's to please make sure keep the microphones closer so that we can hear you more clearly. Thank you.
Our beautiful country. And I'm four. Bobby. Our country is known as Ayana or the Indian Jubilee. Our national bird is the peacock and our national animal is the red wall tiger.
Diving into India, the first place we stop by, North India. The more important states are the capital city and our union territory, Uttar Pradesh and Punjab. Uttar Pradesh is capital of northern India, and Punjab is known for its vast agricultural lands. Often with the vegetarian honest is influenced by taste and cultural tradition. First of chicken, which is chicken or curry. Mahni, which is of black lentil, uh, Chole bhature is chickpeas and fried bread. Samosa, which is stuffed fried bread, and jalebi and rabdi, which is usually eaten as dessert.
Tourism. There are various aspects to tourism in North India, starting from the cultural, which includes historical monuments like the Taj Mahal, as well as religious pilgrimages that are offered in states like Kashi and Varanasi. Adventure. We have various places like Rishikesh, where we offer trekking, mountaineering, and cliff diving, and a lot more activities. Wildlife. India is famous for its flora
Okay.
and fauna, and a large
Excuse
trust.
me. I'm
Yes.
sorry to interrupt you all, but can you all just keep the microphone a bit more closer, please, so that the students from Samarinda can hear you all clearly because the voice is not very clear. So I request you all to please keep the microphones a bit more closer to you all, so that you all, so that people can, or so that the students can listen to you all, please. Sorry. Thank you. Please go ahead.
Is this slightly better now?
Yeah, I think this is better. Yeah, you all can speak a bit slowly and probably a bit more closer to the microphone, please. Thank you.
Of course. So India is famous for flora and fauna, and a large chunk of that is up in North India. We have national parks like Jim Corbett and Ranthambore, and we offer bird watching in the wetlands and the sanctuaries. Culinary, as spoken in the slide before, we have vast culinary differences depending on the area in which you are. And North India in itself provides diverse culinary experiences for a person to indulge in. When it comes to pop culture in the northern India, we have to talk about our most famous industry, which is Bollywood. Bollywood is renowned and is the second largest film production industry in the world. In fact, our box office hits can even beat the collections in Hollywood. Before you are some of our more famous movies. Apache, though, is actually studied in film schools abroad and is known as a cinematography classic. All the other movies, include Jab We Met and Dabangg, are pop culture classics in India and have wide fan bases. Now, when we talk about the west of India, we have to talk about the three most popular states. Maharashtra, which is home to the financial capital of India, known as Mumbai. Goa, which is known for its wild nightlife, its beautiful beaches, and also its spiritual singers. Gujarat, which celebrates vibrant festivals like Ran Utsav, an international kite festival. Some of the most famous foods in the west of India include its pork vindaloo from Goa, which has Portuguese influences due to the fact that they were colonized by them. Dokla, the steamed cake offered in Gujarat, which is made from fermented chickpea flour. Vada pav, which is one of our most famous street foods. Vada pav originates from Maharashtra and has a deep fried potato dumpling served inside a bread bun known as pav and is accompanied by two chutneys. One is the tangy tomato and tamarind chutney, and then comes the green mint chutney. Bebinka is famous in Goa and is also rooted in the Portuguese culture. It is made with coconut milk, sugar, eggs, and flour, and is typically served on occasions of festivals. Tourism in West India has to include Goa's world famous beaches, and of course the wildlife and nature reserves like the Dudhsagar Falls, and of course our wildlife like foxes, wild birds, migratory birds, and our rhinos, and places like Rajasthan, which has forts and a lot of historical fortification that offer panoramic views and activities like dolphin watching. When it comes to pop culture, we have to talk about the Ganesh Chaturthi festival in Maharashtra. Ganesh Chaturthi, known as Ganpati, is a Hindu festival and is celebrated with great grandeur all over India. In this festival, especially in Maharashtra, a 25 to 30-foot idol is taken all over the city for devotees to pray to and admire, after which the idol is immersed with great song and dance and colors and festivities into the water bodies surrounding Maharashtra, specifically Mumbai. East India's West Bengal is known for its cultural hub, Kolkata. In the northeast, Assam has famous tea plantations which produce some of the finest teas in the world. And Meghalaya is known for its natural beauty and heavy rainfall.
Food. Northeast India and East India, the food you find there is a very integral part of the culture they follow. Some of them are thukpa, which is you will call a desi ramen. Rasgulla is a sweet dish which is made from chena. Momos, which are very popular all over India, which is a Tibetan dish, which is steamed dough filled with stuffing. And jado is a rice dish made with meat, fish, onions, and spices.
The most integral part of the East and Northeast India is tourism. Some of the very famous places include the Sundarbans, which is the world's largest mangrove forest, Kaziranga National Park, which is a home to the one-horned rhinoceros, as well as other wildlife such as tigers, elephants, and birds. Shillong is known for its scenic views. Manas National Park is a World Heritage Site which is a home to a variety of wildlife. Durga Puja is one of the most significant celebrations in Bengal. It symbolizes the power that a female can hold. Welcome to South India, the best part of India. Located in the south, it mainly consists of Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. Karnataka, it's a diverse state in South India, known for its historical monuments, beautiful landscapes, vibrant culture, and its bustling cities like Bengaluru. It's also known for its passion for its IPL cricket team, RCB. Kerala, often referred to God's own country, is a state on the southwestern Malabar coast of India. It's known for its stunning backwaters, lush green landscapes, and rich cultural heritage. Tamil Nadu, a southern state in India, is known for its rich culture, ancient temples, beautiful beaches, and delicious food. It's also known for its five-time IPL cricket team champions, Chennai Super Kings.
Food. We all love food. And how can someone resist a South Indian dish? South India has a variety of items such as idli and vada. Idli vada is a popular South Indian breakfast dish consisting of soft steamed rice cakes. Then we have dosa. Dosa is a thin, crispy, and savory Indian pancake made from a fermented batter of rice and lentils. Then we have sadhya. Sadhya is a traditional vegetarian meal from Kerala that's typically served on a banana leaf for lunch. It's a major part of the Onam festival celebrations. Coming to tourism, we have the ruins of Hampi. Hampi, a ruined city in Karnataka, famous for its magnificent Hindu and Jain temples, palaces, and water structures, showcasing the grandeur of Vijayanagara Empire. Then we have Jog Falls, India's second highest waterfall, and then Nilgiri Hills, a stunning mountain range in South India that is known for its lush tea plantations, diverse wildlife, and picturesque hills stations like Ooty and Kurnool.
When we come to pop culture, South India is the biggest movie culture in India. It's mainly divided into four types. We start with Malayalam cinema. It's known for its realistic, socially conscious, and acclaimed films. Popular actors like Mammootty, Mohanlal, Fahad Fasil have huge following.
Yes, students from Joseph's, please continue. Students from St. Joseph's, are you all able to hear me? Because we are not able to hear you now.
I think they are trying to reconnect.
Yes, Father. Sure, Father. Thank you. Yes, I believe the students from Joseph's, they have some technical issues, probably with the internet. I think they're trying to reconnect. So we'll just have them quickly back. Um, in the meantime, I think SMA N10 students, I hope you're prepared, right? Soon we'll start with your presentation about Indonesia as a country. I think now they are back. We can see the screen moving. Students from Joseph's, can you all hear me?
Yes, are we audible and visible?
Yeah, sure. Please go ahead. Please go ahead with your presentation.
South Indian culture, basically the movie culture, is home to KGF, Vikram, Kantara, Bangalore Ace, Gilly, and other big blockbusters. Now we've drawn to the end of our talk, and we hope that we've taken you on a nice little talk to give you a little more understanding about our small but beautiful country with our multilingual and multi-ethnic nation that celebrates its differences while nurturing a shared sense of unity and harmony. The rich tapestry of India's diversity is a beacon of hope and a source of inspiration, making it a unique and vibrant global presence. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks a lot for a very interesting presentation from the students of Joseph's on the topic one about country. And thank you for all the students from SMA and 10 Samarinda for the applause. They really deserve applause. I think it was a wonderful presentation. I guess a little bit on the audio side would have been better. I think that would have really made the presentation much better. But I think still we could hear them, we could understand them. And just to inform you all, we are recording this session, and we will also be uploading it on the YouTube. So in case someone would like to follow up, y'all can definitely do that. Okay, now may I now request the students from SMA N10 Samarinda to please continue with their topic one presentation about Indonesia. Yeah, over to you all, the students of SMA N10 Samarinda. Students from SMA N10 Samarinda, please continue. Please continue with the presentation. Thank you. We are not able to listen. We are not able to hear you, students of SMA N10 Samarinda. We are not able to hear you. Please check your microphones and please, you could start with your presentation.
Yes.
Okay, okay, can you guys hear me? Hear us?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let us start.
Yeah, please start.
Good afternoon, Father Rohan, Mr. Faturahim, Mr. Rafi, and to all of our friends from St. Joseph School. I am Kenesha.
I am Fabian.
And I'm Gibran.
We are students of SMA Negeri 10 Samarinda, and today we will talk about the wonderful Indonesia, starting with geographical location. Indonesia is an archipelago country extending about 5,120 kilometers from east to west and 1,760 kilometers from north to south. It is considered to be the largest archipelago country in the world. According to a geospatial survey conducted between 2007 and 2010 by National Coordinating Agency for Survey and Mapping, Indonesia has 17,500 islands. It comprises 5 main islands: Sumatra, Java, Borneo, Sulawesi, and Papua. 2 major island groups, Nusa Tenggara and the Maluku Islands, and 60 smaller island groups. 4 of the islands are shared with other countries. Borneo is shared with Malaysia and Brunei. Sebatik is located off of the northeastern coast of Kalimantan, shared with Malaysia. Timor is shared with East Timor, and Papua is shared with Papua New Guinea.
Okay, talking about geographic locations, Indonesia, Indonesia capital city is on Jakarta currently and located on the island of Java. Jakarta has been the nation's economic, political, and cultural center for decades, but it faces some big challenges like overcrowding, traffic congestion, pollutions, and flooding have made it hard for the city to keep up with these growing populations. Because of this, Indonesia is moving its capital city to a new city called Nusantara, located on our province, southeast Borneo, in our province. So this move plans to help reduce Jakarta issues, spread economic growth to other parts of the country, and create a sustainable green city. Construction started in 2022, and while Jakarta will remains Indonesia's economic hub, Nusantara is set to become the new administrative center. And this relocation aims to shape a brighter future for Indonesia with a capital better prepared for a modern challenge.
Now let's talk about money. This is our currency that we use in Indonesia, which is rupiah. It comes in various denomination, from small one like 1,000 rupiah, 2,000, 5,000 rupiah, until they go up to 100,000 rupiah. The design of our currency showcase Indonesian heritage, our national heroes, our traditional dances, and our famous landmark.
Next, population. Indonesia has a population of over 282 million people as of 2024 and is the fourth most populated country in the world. Spanning more than 17,000 islands, the people are incredibly diverse, representing over 300 ethnic groups and speaking hundreds of languages. The majority of the population lives on an island of Java, which includes the bustling capital, Jakarta. As the nation continues to grow, Indonesia faces both opportunities and challenges in areas such as urban development, education, and sustainability, making it a key player in the global landscape.
So as we have heard from our Indian friends that Indian use states for their country, and for Indonesia we use provinces. So Indonesia is made up of 38 provinces, which are like big regions of states, each with its own unique cultures, traditions, and even language. These provinces are spread across over 70,000 islands, making Indonesia one of the most diverse country in the world. Each province has its own local government and a governor who handles things like schools, hospitals, and even roads to provide the needs of the people on the province. And recently, Indonesia added 3 new provinces in Papua, like South Papua, Central Papua, and Highland Papua, to bring more support and development to the Papua area. This system of provinces help Indonesia stay organized and allows each group to celebrate its local cultures while working together as one country. And it's all about unity and diversity, or Indonesian's national motto, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. I will explain to you guys later for the national motto of Indonesia, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika.
Now the language that we speak. Did you know Indonesia is one of the most linguistically diverse countries in the world? It has over 700 local languages spoken across thousands of islands, from Japanese, Sundanese, and Balinese to Batak and Minangkabau. These languages are a huge part of Indonesian rich cultural identity, but with so many languages, communication could be challenging, so Indonesia uses one national language, Bahasa Indonesia. To unite the country, this national language helps people from different islands and background connect and communicate with each other. While Bahasa Indonesia is used in school, government, and media, traditional languages are still spoken at home and in local communities.
Next, let's talk about religion. Indonesia is the world's largest Muslim majority country, with 87% of our population identifying as Muslim. However, Indonesia is also religiously diverse, with significant communities of Protestants, Catholics, Hindus, Buddhists, and Confucians. This diversity is reflected in its national motto, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, which means unity in diversity. While Islam is the dominant faith, places like Bali are known for their Hindu culture, and regions such as North Sulawesi and Papua have large Christian population. Religious harmony is a key aspect of Indonesia's national identity.
So as me, myself, and my friend Ines have mentioned before, we have our national motto, unity and diversity, or we call it Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. So this phrase comes from an ancient Japanese form and reflects Indonesia's rich identity. As I mentioned before, Indonesia is a home to over 17,000 islands with more than 700 languages and many different ethnic groups, religions, and traditions. With so much diversity, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika is a reminder that despite all these differences, Indonesia are united as one country, Indonesia. This motto is seen in daily life, from local festivals and family traditions to national celebrations, and the use of Bahasa Indonesia as a unifying language. Bhinneka Tunggal Ika encourages Indonesians to respect and celebrate each other's differences while working together as one nation, Indonesia. It's a powerful message of harmony and togetherness, and it's a big part of what makes Indonesia so special.
Now, our wildlife. Our national animal, Komodo dragon, a unique part of Indonesian culture and wildlife. The Komodo dragon is the largest living lizard, reaching up to 3 meters long, and it only lives in Indonesia, especially on Komodo Island. This powerful creature, known for its strength and hunting skills, is a symbol of resilience in Indonesia. We're very proud of the Komodo dragon, and we've made Komodo National Park a UNESCO World Heritage Site to protect it. So when you think of Indonesia, remember the mighty Komodo dragon, a true icon of our nature and heritage.
Next, let's talk about our national flower, Rafflesia arnoldi. Native to the rainforest of Indonesia, is renowned as one of the world's largest flower. This rare plant can grow up to 3 feet in diameter and weigh around 15 pounds. Known for its distinct pungent smell, distinct pungent smell similar to rotting flesh. It is often called the corpse flower. Despite its foul smell, the flower plays a crucial role in attracting carrion insects for pollination. Found primarily in Sumatra and Borneo, Rafflesia arnoldi is a symbol of Indonesia's unique biodiversity.
Okay, now let's move on to something fun. Sport. Indonesia also have a national sport. We have badminton. Even though badminton is not originally from our country, but badminton is incredibly popular in Indonesia, not just as professional sport, but also as a favorite pastime played in everywhere, from schools, community, to backyards, and even in streets. Indonesia has a long and proud history in international badminton, consistently ranking as one of the world's top countries. Indonesian players have won numerous championships, including Olympic medals, the prestigious All England title, and the Thomas and Uber Cups. Legends like Rudy Hartono and Susanti are household names and continue to inspire young players across the whole country. And the support for badminton in Indonesia is huge. Fans are known for their energy and enthusiasm, and every major tournament feels like a celebration. For Indonesia, badminton is more than a game. It's a symbol, national pride, and unity, bringing people together across the country.
Now, let's continue to our national and traditional sport from Indonesia, Pencak Silat. Pencak Silat is the traditional martial art from Indonesia. Pencak Silat isn't just about self-defense, it's also a form of art. Pencak Silat is performed with rhythmic music and can be seen in festival and competition across Indonesia. Each region has its own style and techniques, making a rich part of our culture. For us, it's a way to connect with our history, value, and discipline. And it's even recognized as an intangible cultural heritage by UNESCO.
Next, let's talk about our survival words. These are some words that are very common in Indonesia and you might always use in Indonesia. So first we have good morning, which is translated into selamat pagi. Good afternoon, which is translated into selamat siang. Good evening, which is translated into selamat sore. Good night, which is translated into selamat malam. Thank you, which is translated into terima kasih. Sorry, which is translated into maaf. How are you, which is translated into apa kabar. I am fine, thank you, which is translated into aku baik, terima kasih. So, if I ask, apa kabar? You answer with,
Aku baik, terima kasih.
yes.
And now let's move on to the national clothing. So we have batik for our national clothes. Batik is a special fabric with beautiful detailed patterns made using a wax dyeing process. Different regions in Indonesia have their own styles of batik, often inspired by nature or local stories. People wear batik for big events like weddings and national celebrations, but it's also popular for everyday wear. In 2009, UNESCO have recognized Indonesian batik as cultural heritage. As you guys can see on the screen, there is like the certificate of UNESCO that claim in batik is owned by Indonesia. And on the screen, you can see me using batik as our uniform on Thursday. On Thursday, so it's on our daily life. For Indonesian, batik isn't just clothing. It's a symbol of pride, cultures, and traditions that connects people to their history.
Now let's talk something delicious. Soto is a popular traditional Indonesian dish. Soto is a flavorful soup made with rich broth, often containing chicken or beef, filled with noodle, veggies, and spices. Each region in Indonesia has its own twist on soto. For example, soto Betawi from Jakarta has a creamy coconut-based broth, while soto ayam or chicken soto is a lighter and very popular across the country. Soto isn't just food for us. It's a comfort dish that brings people together. It's often served during gatherings and celebration, making it a special part of Indonesian culture. So if you ever visited Indonesia, trying soto is a must.
Yum.
Next, let's talk about something I'm sure everyone has been waiting for. It's tourist spots. Indonesia is a home to some of the most iconic tourist spots. Tanah Lot, a stunning temple set on a rocky outcrop in Bali, offers breathtaking views, especially at sunset. Mount Bromo, an active volcano in East Java, is famous for its otherworldly landscapes and sunrise treks. Lake Toba, the largest volcanic lake in the world, located in North Sumatra, is a serene destination with the picturesque island of Samosir at its back. Borobudur Temple is Central Java. In Central Java is a magnificent Buddhist monument known for its intricate carvings and spiritual significance, attracting visitors from around the globe. These destinations showcase Indonesia's rich natural beauty and cultural heritage.
Now let's move on to what Indonesia is known for. Indonesia, from Sabang until Merauke, with 17,000 islands, we are known for our rich natural resources. And as you guys can see on the screen, we have our four main natural resources. We have crude petroleum. It's a key resource for Indonesia's economy. It's used to produce fuels and other essential products, making it an important export. And we also have rubber in there. Another major resource, Indonesia is one of the world's largest rubber producers, supplying materials for products like tires and footwear. And also, Indonesia is one of the top producers of cocoa, which is used to making chocolate. Indonesian cocoa has a distinct taste and support thousands of local farmers. And lastly, we have palm oil, which Indonesia produces more than any other country. Palm oil is used in many everyday products from cooking to cosmetics. These natural resources play a big role in Indonesia's economy, providing jobs, supporting industries, and contributing to exports around the world.
So that's all for our cultural presentation. And terima kasih for your attention.
Terima
Yes,
kasih.
thank you.
Thank you.
Come visit Indonesia.
Okay, great. A very good presentation. Very wonderful, and I think it was very clear from the students of SMA and 10 Samarinda A very interesting presentation. Thank you so much. Yeah, you all can please stop sharing the presentation. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Interesting, right? So I think now the two countries have understood a little bit more about each other in terms of the country. Now let's get on to the Q&A. Is there any questions anyone would like to ask from India to Indonesia or from Indonesia to India? If anyone, let's do it quickly, please, right? Let's not wait too long. Anyone having any queries? If yes, please raise your hands. Yes, we have some students from SMA and Samarinda asking for some questions to the students from India. Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. And I want to ask a quick questions. The students of the Bangalore, India has presented about their cultural and tourism destinations. And I saw that you guys have explained a lot to us about the tourism spot, and I want to ask, what are you recommend us the most, like one of the most recommended, the most friendly tourist site in your country for the first visitors? Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, so the question is, if in case the students from SMA and Samarinda would like to visit India, what would be the most recommended place? Yes, please. Students from Joseph's.
So,
Yeah, please keep the microphone closer. Yep.
so there are always art, cultural monuments like the Taj Mahal and everything. But for me personally, I would recommend for you to go to a place like Goa or Rishikesh because we have beaches and mountains that you can trek and climb. And we have the most beautiful scenery with these amazing animals that you don't find all over the world, along with a lot of mixed cuisines. So you have the Indian cuisine integrated with the Portuguese cuisine, and you get some really interesting food. And considering that Indonesia is majority non-vegetarian, I think everyone will have like a really great time in a place like Goa.
Okay. So I think the places recommended is Goa. Goa is in the west of India, and Rishikesh would probably be in the northern side of India. Yeah, right. So that will be over there. Okay, great. I hope the question has been answered from the students. Any other questions from SMA and Samarinda? Any other questions? Or anyone from India would like to ask something to Indonesian students?
So I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead. Yes, students from Joseph's, please go ahead.
So I also did notice that there is a lot of common area between India and Indonesia if you really look into it. Even the language, there's a lot of similarity in the pronunciation of a lot of our words. But my question is pertaining to the tourism angle again. So in a place like Bali, what would you recommend me for someone who's never been to Indonesia? In terms of food, places to go to, and I'm someone who likes, I don't like touristy spots. I like maybe something a little more adventurous. What would you recommend?
Okay, so the question is more of an adventurous spot, not something which people usually go, like places like Bali. Everyone goes there, but I think this question is, what is the recommendation of a place which is more adventurous in Indonesia? Anyone? Students from Samarinda? What would be an adventure spot or adventure place you all would recommend for the students from Bangalore to visit Indonesia?
Oh, wait, let me make it clear. Is it like other than Bali or it's in Bali?
No, Bali is fine anywhere in Indonesia. I love Bali. I think it's a beautiful place.
Yeah. You could probably mention other than Bali. Yeah, since they have been in Bali, probably other than Bali.
Okay, you can go to Papua. It's called Raja Ampat. It's a good place for beach and then for relaxing. And you in Borneo, you have Derawan Island. It's close to us, like 5 hours of. Hey, oh, hours. It's a beautiful island, so you can adventure there, and it's a like a new place, and it's having still a little of technology in there. So you will, yes, okay. Okay.
Yes,
Snorkeling.
so in drone it's very pretty. It's like it's very similar to Bali, but it's full of like less people. So yeah, more nature. So you will be very relaxed.
And you can go snorkeling with shark there.
Yeah, snorkeling with sharks.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing that. Thank you.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you. That is really adventurous. Having doing a snorkeling with the sharks. I mean, I think you've really given a real, an adventure, for the students from Joseph's. Okay, one more question, one last question before we move to the next topic. Anyone from Joseph's? Any questions from the students from the audience? Anyone would like to ask something? Okay, there you go. There are so many questions coming from SMA and Sapulu Samarinda. Okay, yes, please go ahead.
So okay. So as we all know that as we all know that India is very well known with its culture and tradition, and also as you guys already have stated and presented that there's a lot of cultures and traditions there. So with the very high exposure of the Western culture nowadays, as student ourselves or simply as in the school context, how do you guys preserve this very unique culture and traditions? Thank you.
Very interesting question. A lot of influence from the West, but how do we preserve our the Indian culture and the heritage? Yes, please, students from Joseph's, please keep the microphone a bit closer to yourselves so that we can hear you more clearly. The microphone is much better now, so we can hear you more clearly. Yes, please.
So that's actually a really interesting question, and I also see the importance of that question. So thank you for asking it. So for a country like India, I feel like we're so deep rooted in our roots, especially after colonialism, the patriotism, and our culture. We become so much closer to it that instead of the Western culture taking over us, I feel like there's a very beautiful integration that's been happening in our country, as well as the Western culture adopting our culture. So if you look at the United States right now, there's a fad about yoga and traditional dances that originate from India. And also a lot of food. Like if you look at London, chicken tikka masala, which is our butter chicken, has taken over the entire place over there. So, in terms of preserving our culture, I think it's preserved through integration because the only constant, like they say, is change. So, instead of holding on to what was, I feel like there's an evolution that's taking place, which is further diversifying our culture as we move forward.
Great. Yes.
Did I
Okay.
manage to answer your question?
I hope the answer is relevant to the question asked. I hope that's clear. Yeah.
Yes, it's very clear. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the first session, a very interesting session. And I would request all the students to please share your copies of PowerPoints, to us so that we will share it with all of y'all. And if in case you'll want to get connected, of course, we'll get the permission of the respective schools. And if in case you would like to connect with each other, we'll be more than happy even to get you all connected on that part. Okay, moving forward to the second part of the presentation, which is actually the school life and the daily activities. So this time we will start with Indonesia, right? I think we started the presentation. The first part was from India, followed by Indonesia. So now we'll have Indonesia talking about the school life and the activities, followed by India. Yes, over to you to the students of SM10 Samarinda. Again, please remember keep a watch on the timing. 15 minutes maximum, please. Thank you.
So before I start, can I make sure that my mic is clear?
Absolutely clear.
Thank you. So, be a leader, make your own future. This is the principle that our school stands for. This is why our school is really focused on making the best climate for leaders. So this our school have this tradition where if the teacher say good afternoon, the student will answer with
Afternoon, afternoon, afternoon. Very good, very well. Amazing.
So if I say good afternoon, you guys will answer with afternoon, afternoon, afternoon. Very good, very well, amazing. So, next. So today, we will explain about how is life as a student in Indonesia, especially in Seman 10 Samarinda. So, Seman 10 Samarinda. Seman 10 Samarinda. Before I get into that, allow us to introduce ourselves. Hi, my name is Michelle, and in my right side is.
Hi, my name is Rafli.
And in my left side.
We couldn't hear you.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Hello, my name is Aldin.
So let's us continue. Seman 10 Samarinda is located in Pemnur Street in a city called Samarinda. This is why our school name is Seman 10 Samarinda. But some people and some students like to call it Smaridasa. Why is it called Smaridasa? Because Dasa in the Sanskerta language, which is the old language in Borneo, Dasa means 10. That is why we call it Smaridasa. And so next I will explain about the management in our school. So the person with the highest authority in our school is of course our school principal, Mr. Fatur Rahim. And now I will explain about the vice principal, which will assist the principal with his tasks. So one thing about our school is when other school have only one principal and one vice principal, our school have four vice principals, and each vice principal have their own tasks. For example, Mr. Khailur Basari is the vice principal in charge of the students affair, and Miss Sumira is in charge with the academic and curriculum in our school. Mr. Musadi Iksan is in charge of the school and public affairs, and Miss Juliani is in charge of the school facilities and infrastructure. Next, we also have the head of the dormitory, Mr. Abdul Rais Tamrin. Abdul Rais Tamrin. So, the head of the dormitory is the person that is in charge of all things that related with the dormitory. Next. So now we will explain about the dormitory in our school. So I, as a dormitory student myself, will explain all the activities we do here. But firstly, you need to know that our school is divided into two groups. So there is the homestay students and the dormitory students. The homestay student is actually like a normal student goes to school, but the dormitory student is different because our school is actually a semi-military school, so it's really strict, especially in the dormitory. Our life in the dormitory is really, it's actually really structured. Like everything have their own schedule and their own time. For example, our eating time, our praying time, and our sleeping time. And we also have a study night session at night after we done with school, so that we can study more in the dormitory. Next. I will pass it on to Aldin.
Right. So here we're gonna play a video regarding about our daily uniforms. So can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes.
All right. As you can see here in the video, they are wearing a white and gray uniform for Monday, and then for Tuesday we are wearing this PDH uniform, or which basically translates to daily service uniform, and on Wednesday we wear this Takwo uniform, which is inspired by the traditional Kutai outfit. And on Thursday, as stated by my friend Gibran before, we wear batik. And also on Friday, we wear Scouts uniform, which is actually the national uniform. So all schools on Friday wear Scouts. And also this is our sports uniform. Right, next. Moving on, next to facilities. So this is actually one of the most iconic buildings which our school have. It is the auditorium, or what you can say, our hall, our main hall. So people use it for a lot of activities. For example, like sports, or maybe they want to do speech, or maybe play some music, live music. So we got a stage there, which is multifunctional actually. Next. We also have our own library, which we can read books and use computers, and it got air conditioning, which is very good. It's cold, it's comfortable, it's also beautiful. Next is our computer lab. We actually have two computer labs here, and this is just one of it. Unfortunately, I don't have the picture of the other one. Next. And here is two of our other laboratories. We actually have three laboratories. One is chemistry, the other one is physics, and the last one is biology lab. This is the picture of our chemistry lab and our biology lab. Unfortunately, I do not have the picture of our physics lab. Moving on, next.
Oh, and may I add, fun fact is that every building in Smaridasa is actually have their own name from something related to Borneo. For example, Mata Dipura itself, or that's what we call auditorium, is inspired by the kingdom of Mata Dipura.
So next up, we're going to talk about the extracurricular in SMA Negeri 10 Samarinda. So in this school, we're not just some kind of learning and just opening some books and things like that. No, we have many extracurriculars, starting from art, starting from the traditional dances, and we also have this membatik extracurricular. Like Alden and also Kak Gibran stated before regarding about batik. So the first thing first, I want to explain, like for example, like membatik. Membatik is how they do the membatik is quite unique. They use some small tool and chanting and do this kind of pattern. So it's quite unique and it's quite hard. And also we have besides that, we also have many. Besides that, we also have many sports extracurricular, like Smaridasa basketball. We also have Smaridasa futsal, and also many things regarding about that. And besides the extracurricular, we also have clubs that also managed by the students themselves on their own. For example, we also we have photography. It's a new club for our for students. Is that some kind of they make some kind of videos and photos regarding things and something like that. And also they have the Hayudasa club that doing some traditional dances and many more. And also we also have this new extracurricular called robotics and something like that. We also have really active extracurricular called the some kind of scientific publication. So we got to write some journal and some letter regarding some science and things. Next. Next up, we have an achievement. So before I start to the students' achievement on our school, our school achievement themselves, we are the best school in town, and also we also the top 5 best school in the province in the East Kalimantan, and also we're on the 7% of one of the top school in Indonesia. So even from this achievement of our school themselves, it's quite wonderful and also beautiful to look at. And also, okay, next to our school, to our student themselves achievement. From the past couple of years, we have a couple of students that doing some exchange students program. We have this YES program, and also a couple of students participated in the AFS program. For example, one of our students just came back from Japan having this exchange students program. There. Our beloved senior, Kak Fabian, please stand up. There you go. Beautiful. Next up, we all recently we also have some achievement from on Thailand from this NISC Nairong International School. conference. Yeah. So this Nairong International School Conference have this poster competition, and one of our students have got the second best poster competition in international level, and the student themselves are here. For our beloved senior, Kak Kenisha, please stand up. And also, recently one of our students too, two of our students also participate. Also three, Seruni there, right there. She's watching right now, and three of our students in this room right now recently participated in this Asian Youth Forum that held in Vietnam. So for Aldin, Kak Gibran, and Seruni, please stand up. We are proud to be the student of SMA Negeri 10 Samarinda. And also recently, maybe they are not on this room right now. We also, one of our students participated in the Jamboree International 2023 last year in the South Korea. And also we also there 2 years ago, there's one student, maybe she's already graduated, also having exchange students program in United States. Yeah. So that's all I've been stated from our school achievement. Maybe it's not I cannot say all of them because we have so many achievements of our school. So next. That's all. Okay, I think that's all for our school introduction regarding our activity, our building facilities, and also for our extracurricular, and also for the achievement from our school, and also for our students. And I think that's all for me. Good. And 3, 2, 1. See you in Malaysia. And now we would look forward to see to the representation of students of Saint Joseph Bangalore School to show how the facility and also the activity of the school themselves and also the achievement. We would look forward to see your presentation, guys.
We look
Thank you.
forward to it. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks a lot for the wonderful presentation by the students of SMA and 10 Samarinda, one of our reputed schools in the city of Kalimantan, in the island of Kalimantan, in the city of Samarinda. Okay, so let's move forward quickly. We are actually going ahead of our time. Yes, over to the students of St. Joseph's. Once again, I request you all to please make sure keep the microphones closer. I think the audio of the students from SMA and 10 Samarinda is actually is pretty clear. From Joseph, somewhere it's a bit not very clear. So I request you all to please keep the microphone closer so that we can listen to you all more closely. Thank you. Please go ahead.
So can you hear? Is the mic okay?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's not very clear, but yes, we can hear you. But if you can make it a bit better, a bit more closer, I think that would be better.
Can you hear us now?
Yes, much better now. Yes.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. Now we are diving into the vibrant world of school life and activities. Okay. I think you can hear me now. So
Yes.
yeah, good morning, everyone. Now we are diving into the vibrant world of school life and activities. School is not just a place for academic learning, it is a vital environment for personal growth, social interaction, and skill development. Engaging in various activities helps students build teamwork, leadership skills, and lifelong friendships. These experiences shape our educational journey and our character for the challenges ahead. So let's explore how school life enriches our life in India. I'm going to be talking about the courses offered in our education system. So under science, we have PCMB, that is physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology. PCMC, physics, chemistry, mathematics, and computer science. And then PCMP, that is physics, chemistry, biology, and physical education. For all of these subjects, we do have labs in our school. We have a chem lab, math lab, and computer lab and chemistry lab. Okay, so now we can talk about others, what the streams can offer in our future. So PCMB, you can take agricultural science, biotechnology, doctor of medicine, pharmacy, and forensic science. So these are the courses. So this is what our streams can offer for your future career. And then we have PCMC, that they can offer ethical hacking, mathematics, mechanical engineers, data sciences. These can be very useful for your future. We have PCMP, which can provide aviation or pilot or aeronautical engineering, sports journalist, and doctor of medicine dietitian.
We have many of our students who have gone on to become doctors, for example, in Father Muller's College, Mangalore, lawyers, for example, in Bangalore Law College, as well as engineers. So it shows the vast majority of students who pursue different fields. Next up.
Next is So under commerce, we have CEBA, that is basically computer science, economics, business studies, and accountancy. We have EEBA, that is entrepreneurship, economics, business studies, and accountancy. We have PBA, that is basically psychology, E for economics, B business studies, A for accountancy. We have PBA, that is physical education, economics, business studies, and accountancy. So what can you do with the commerce stream in the future? CEBA, you can become a CA, basically chartered accountants. We have computer science. You can take degree in computer science, financial advisor, lawyer, investment banking. Under EEBA, we have entrepreneurship. You can become an entrepreneur, manager, it can be sales, product, or other managers, business development, financial market analysis, and investor. Under psychology, we have you can become a counselor, psychologist, career counselor, or social worker, special needs children, and psychotherapist. And under EBA, that is basically which has physical education, you can basically do the same thing as science.
We have many bright students, and because of, though our school is quite young, we have many bright students, and we hope to see them conquer different fields in the commerce stream. Next, we talk about extracurricular activities. Extracurricular activities are a vital part of any student's life, and they help us grow in various other fields other than studies. Sports. Our school celebrates sports in various different ways. We have different students who participate in various sports such as basketball, football, throwball, javelin throw, as well as running. Next, we have outreach programs. Outreach programs are a very vital part of any student's lives. They help us to understand that we should not be selfish, but share with others. In our outreach programs, we have various different programs such as Caring for the Underprivileged Children, World Environment Day, and Outreach Program. caring for the underprivileged. We care for different students who are not as privileged as us. We visit different schools in different areas and hope to uplift those who are not as blessed as us. We help our community to grow as a whole instead of looking for our own success. In World Environment Day, we think about the various sustainable developments that our country has made, as well as the ways that we as students can help out. It is important for us to preserve our earth. After all, we have not yet colonized Mars. Next, we have different school events. It helps us as students to grow. Annual Day, a big platform where students can show their innate talents. It helps students to show their talents, such as public speaking, dance, singing, as well as acting. It is a well-awaited event that we wait for every year. Next, we have an inter-school fest, Arcanum. As students, we usually interact only with students from the same school. But in an inter-school fest, it is a great opportunity for us to interact with various different people. It helps us to grow, work as a team, as well as build experience. As a fest, we had many different opportunities to grow. We had various different events, such as Battle of the Bands, showing various beautiful songs. We had a personality event where students from different schools got to show off how they can answer different questions and show their own personalities. And finally, we also had basketball, which was a sports event. This was only a few of the events that we had, but it shows how we as students can interact with many other schools. It helped us as students to work as a team and to manage and organize such a big event. Next, we had our annual science exhibition, SciPlo. As students, we spend a lot of time in the classroom listening and studying, but it is important for us to act on our knowledge and use them on different and various projects. As a part of the science exhibition, we learned to use our knowledge to create various different models and projects. It helps us in experiential learning. Instead of sitting behind a book, it helps us to actually do something and learn by doing, by failing and by succeeding. Next, we have Independence Day. As Indians, we celebrate Independence Day with great patriotism. Though we have varying culture and various different people, we all are one. As a diverse people, we celebrate our unity, and though we have different traditions, we are still one people. It shows that no matter the differences, we can all come together to celebrate unity. Next, we had Aikyam, which is an interreligious prayer service. This is an integral part of our school year, where we as students come together from different faiths and pray together. It involves the reading of different scriptures. It helps us to find oneness in our ideologies and to share in our faith. It is important that as we, as a diverse people, learn about one another and grow together. As said rightly by our student before, it is not by holding on that we grow, but by exchanging and by learning from one another. Next, we had an event of bridging continents. Here, our students got to interact with different students, such as students from Poland, Krakow. It was an enriching exchange with our friends in Krakow, Poland. The students of Class 8 had the privilege of participating in an interactive session with a school in Poland. The engaging 40-minute exchange took place in the boardroom, where we are currently seated, and was a delightful experience. We shared fascinating insights about our respective curriculum, school timings, holidays, cultural traditions, and favorite games. It was exciting to talk to people from different cultures and to learn more about people in different countries. This experience gave us a sense of curiosity and helped us to learn more about different cultures. Extracurriculars in a student's life is very important. They help us to grow as a person, to listen and communicate effectively, to experience in various fields so that It can act as a launching pad for our careers, to talk to different people and learn how to interact with one another and show them that we ourselves can learn. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks a lot for the students from St. Joseph. A very interesting presentation as well. I think, yeah, we could see student lives are pretty similar, right? I think pretty similar in both the countries, but yes, a little bit of difference would be there, right? And it's nice to see the differences, over there in related to the activities and the student life over there. Okay, so once again, thank you for both the schools. Once again, please give a round of applause to all the participants who have given the presentations today for topic one and topic two. I think you all have done a fantastic job, right? So congratulations to both the teams, to both the groups from both the schools. Okay, now before we move forward to end the event, any questions for today for the second topic? Anyone would like to ask any questions? Oh, there you go. Students from Joseph's already have some questions. So yes, please. Yeah. So over to the students from Joseph's. Yes, please keep the microphone closer so that they can listen to your question clearly. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So am I audible?
Yes, you're much audible now. Yes, please.
All right, I'm glad. So, from what I gather, Indonesian people do value their culture to a great deal, and I do appreciate that very much. I want to know that, so starting with your martial arts and the clothing, it's all deeply integrated into your daily lives. I wanted to know if this culture is also integrated into your academic learning and your daily school life by any chance.
Okay, students from SM10 Samarinda,
All right,
who'd like
just
to answer the question?
am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, so to answer your question, so just to clarify, you were asking that you say that our culture is deeply integrated with our daily lives, and you're asking, do they do the same to our academic system, like education system? And the answer is yes. We actually have. On the end of each semester, we actually have a big project. For example, on last semester's project, it was actually a dance. So every single class must perform a traditional dance to the entirety of the school. So basically, on the building that I've mentioned before, the auditorium, there's a big stage, right? And all of the students must perform a traditional dance in front of the whole school. And apart from that, we also have a subject which is basically art, but it's mostly consists of traditional arts and our own culture. So yeah, it's deeply integrated into our academic system. Thank you.
That's really nice. I've got one more question. So you also mentioned that badminton is a widely played sport in Indonesia. What are some other sports that are maybe played in your country that we may know of?
So the question is, badminton is popular. Which other sport is popular in Indonesia?
Sports. So actually, in Indonesia, there's a lot of very popular sports. We have soccer, or you may know football. We also love volleyball. We also football and basketball, volleyball. We love a lot of sports. And as I've mentioned before, my friend mentioned before, Indonesia have their own traditional martial arts, which is pencaksilat, and it is very popular in Indonesia. A lot of people do that actually.
Okay, so the question is, the answer is other than badminton, it's soccer, football, volleyball, basketball, also some of the other popular sports in Indonesia. Okay, any questions? Anyone from Indonesia to India, India to Indonesia? Anyone? Any questions?
So maybe
Okay,
about the careers that are preferred over there. So in India, if you look at the maybe the vast majority prefer going for routes like engineering or law or into something like business. So what are the preferred career options or the most opted for career options in Indonesia?
okay, anyone from Indonesia? That students in India, they generally opt for engineering, computer science, that's the program. What about students from Indonesia?
So in Indonesia, actually, one of the most popular career options for students mostly is doctor. So a lot of students in Indonesia actually want to be doctors. So to to actually get accepted into medical university or subject, yeah, medical faculty or subject, it's actually very hard because a lot of competition from the inside of Indonesia. So a lot of students want to be accepted in the medical faculty. Apart from medical and doctor, we also love internal relations. So there is a lot of students in Indonesia who is actually aiming for the universities because of its international relations major.
If I may add, our school is not only providing in the medicine major only, but we also have the law major, the
So just to clarify, national relations refer to.
no, like that. So it's not only medicine, but our student is also supported by the school to do other things as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Just to add, our school also contributes to support us with when we are want to going to the university. They give us like the extra additional lessons. I mean, like after school we have to study like one more hours to for the preparations to getting to the university. And for the dormitory student, we have additional lesson to at 8 p.m. until 9 p.m. And also our school is very supportive to us because they are really practice they- yeah, they're really pushing us to study to get into our favorite university. And also not only those major that my friends have said that law is pretty popular in here too, because we have a lot of classes like medical classes, technic classes, engineering classes, and also social science classes. And I think all of us here are in social science classes, and but the people behind us is actually a medical in the medical majors in our school. Thank you.
Okay, right. So it's quite diverse as well, but yes, focus probably would be more on the medical, probably would be more related to other technical programs as well over there. Okay, any other questions? Anyone from Indonesia to India? Do you all have any questions on the student life, on the activities? Anyone? Yeah, yes, please. Please go ahead.
Allow me to question. So you guys mentioned about the IKIAM event in your school where a lot of regions pray together. I really, uh, I really curious about that part because I really know what are you guys doing in there. Like, are you guys have any other event like, or are you just like praying together like that? Thank you.
Well, the
Okay.
answer to that.
Yeah. So yeah, the question, I hope the question is clear that, it's an interfaith event which you mentioned at the school. So what exactly do you all do? I mean, I think that's the question what the students have.
So within the event, we actually come together to pray. It is not more of talking, we pray together, but it is outside the event that we learn about each other, because as a diverse country, it often gets confusing to talk to different people of different faiths. But we are exposed to many different people and we learn from them. So IKM is a way for us to grow together instead of falling apart. We come together to pray.
So to add to that, basically how it works is that there are people from each faith who come and read out verses from what may be their holy books or holy verses to them. And we sit together and we listen and we understand the meaning to each verse and we pray together. That's basically the gist of it.
So they read out from their respective holy books, they listen to each other, they try to understand each other, and that's how they pray together. I think that's what the students from Joseph have mentioned. Okay, last question before we wind up. The last question for the day, either from India to Indonesia, or is it from Indonesia to India? Anyone? Okay, students from SMN, from Indonesia, from Samarinda have taken it. Yes, please. Last question.
Right, it's regarding your school's annual day. So actually, our school, all of the schools in Indonesia have their own annual day, which is their school's birthday. And basically, we have this traditional event where it has become a tradition. It's not a traditional event, but it has become a tradition for all school on their annual day to actually invite an artist and maybe create a concert and maybe all of those stuff, festivals as well. And I just want to ask, do the schools in India also do that? Thank you.
So, the schools in India, we actually conduct year-round fests. So, our school is relatively new, but if you look at other schools, we have a plethora of fests where you invite huge artists and you have like these massive concerts to draw a crowd. And our school also, so this is actually our decennial year where we're turning 10 years old. And we're planning to have, and we already did have one fest back in September, I think. August. No, August, right. Where we did have a DJ over, and we're planning to have another one in December, that is, to a slightly bigger extent, slightly larger artists and all. It's pretty common though, so we have that in common.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I also wanted to know what the music in Indonesia is like. When you say artists, so do you have traditional indie artists that you listen to, or is it also like internationally acclaimed artists who come on tour and all?
Oh, so actually in Indonesia we have our own ways of R&B, as you know. We have it. It's called jedak jeduk, which is basically a very upbeat music, and it's mostly remixes of already existing songs. For example, you may know some songs by the Beatles, and they have maybe remixed it into a lot of upbeat songs, and a lot of it are actually kind of weird to me.
For the edition, Indonesia loves remixing music. For the example, they often remix the Western music to our traditional music, like koplo. Koplo is one of our traditional music from Java. So we like to remixing musics and like for the due to like for editing the pictures, upbeat pictures, it's like a trend here. And also not only that, Indonesia also have a lot of types of music like Indonesian pop, and also traditional musics from Indonesia. Like in every single region in Indonesia have their own style of music and their own style of instrument. So it's really interesting because it seems like that both of our country is very diverse, and then I think we have a lot of and we share a lot of similarities. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Once again, a round of applause to all the students from Joseph's and from SMA Nagri's Samarinda. Thank you for your lovely participation. It was really very insightful, to hear from both the countries talking about the school activities as well as the countries you all represent. Before we just end the session, is Pa Fatur and Father Rohan, are they with us by any chance?
Yes.
Yeah, hi, Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you so
Yes.
much for being. Pa
Yeah,
Fatur, are
yes.
you there? Pa Fatur? Pa Fatur, are you there? Just a minute.
Our principal is currently praying.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it's a prayer time. Okay, so Father, anything you would like to say something, Father? I mean, I'm not sure whether you were there, Father, for the whole session,
Yes,
but
yes, I was
I
there.
believe
I
we.
was listening to
Oh, okay. So
both
any
the
comments, Father? Anything you'd like to comment,
groups,
Father?
both the schools. Yes, it was very enriching experience to know each other's country, and I was very much fascinated to see Indonesia. Large population is of Muslims, but a lot of harmony. There is a lot of understanding, peace. That's what I appreciate. Secondly, also it is very rich in so many languages. I don't know. Then how many how do they speak so many languages? It is really a mystery for me. So that is what I appreciate. there is diversity, but there is unity. That's what I like that. Secondly, I also felt that students were very spontaneous, asking questions and sharing. It was very enriching for me to know about their school culture, and also the country itself, and also India. They were sharing their richness of their own school. And in the beginning, there was little glitch about the sound, but from our side, but later on it was very clear. So therefore, it was an enriching experience. So we have gained a lot, both the students and also the listeners who have participated. So thank you everyone for your wholehearted sharing and also listening and enriching each other.
Thank you so much, Father. Thank you so much for your remarks. Maybe from the SMN Sapulu Samarinda, maybe from the Huma side, Pa, maybe can you just give your remarks, Pa, since Pa Fatul is praying? You could unmute and you could just speak, Pa.
Okay, am I audible enough?
Yes, Pa, you're audible enough. Yes, Pa.
Actually, in on behalf of my headmaster, I would like to say, like, as we conclude our enriching journey of cultural exchange between St. Joseph and SMN Spulu, we actually celebrate the incredible connection we forged through our online meetings. And I think this initiative has not only allowed us to share our unique traditions, language, and perspective about how to become a student in India and Indonesia, but it also foster understanding and empathy among our students by engaging in discussions, collaborating on maybe someday in the projects or anything, and sharing our daily lives. And we have broken down barriers and created our vibrant tapestry or shared experiences that will actually resonate our long after this program ends. But I hope that is not the end, but I just wish that it could be the beginning of everything in our next future collaborations. So I was thinking, maybe I would like to say thank you to Father Rohan as well, because for the welcoming speech and the warm welcome for our students, and also to Mr. Rafi who make this kind of meeting incredibly happens. And this is also my first experiencing to be this kind of stuff, but I hope that we someday could actually meet you guys face to face, like, you know, like we're visiting India, or either you come to Indonesia, we're going to wait that kind of time. So thank you so much. And then maybe that's all. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, Pa. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Okay, so that brings us to the end of today's webinar or a sharing session. Yes, Father Owen. Yes, Father,
So I
please.
extend a warm welcome to all the students to India and visit our school.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait for that. Also, maybe I would like to give some kind of informations, like my headmaster told me that he cannot join the closings one because he been in the praying time, and also he will be going to the education department. Also, we'll discuss about the next project that we'll be conducting on the next 3rd December, I think, because there will be a lot of Indian university will come, and we are going to discuss about that, and we cannot wait for that. Thank you.
Okay. Sure. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Father Owen, for the invitation to the students of SMN10 Samarinda. And I'm sure probably, from SMN10 Samarinda also, they welcome you and also the students to please come out to Samarinda. And I'm sure this is just the beginning. It's just not the end. It's just the beginning. And I'm sure there are many more things. I think COVID, of course, was quite disastrous, but I think it has opened the opportunities of collaboration through the digital way. I think these kind of things, probably prior to COVID, I don't think we could have ever imagined. But I think after COVID, I think these things we could imagine it, and I think now we are living it real, and we are really very happy. Once again, I'd like to share my sincere gratitude to Father Rohan, also to Pa Fatur, and to all the teams, Miss Jennifer, and to Pa Iksan, also to Ibu Sumira, uh, and all the other people for the schools of St. Joseph's, and also to SMA Nagri Sapulu Samarinda to make this event happen. Honestly, this was just an idea which we shared, but we are really happy to see that idea being implemented, and it has really excited us. And I think this is just the beginning, and we'll definitely move forward with many more collaborations moving forward. So once again, thank you so much, everyone. And I would request all of you all to please share your presentations. We'll make sure we'll share it to the respective schools. And then also, we will definitely share some photos of this. And I would request you all to please, please upload it on your respective social medias if it's possible. And please tag each other. So I think let the world also know that SMA Nagri Sapulu Samarinda and also St. Joseph's, along with tie-ups, we have conducted this event of a sharing session. And this is just the beginning moving forward. Thank you, everyone. Please take care, and we'll continue to keep in touch. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Before we end this meeting, I would like to ask the students of St. Joseph in Bangalore, do you guys have any Instagram?
Okay, there you go. Directly, you're on the Instagram there. Okay, maybe can I ask the students to please share your IDs? Maybe Joseph School, can you please, anyone type your Instagram account so that maybe you all can share some photos there?
Yeah, of course. We can.
Normally, I don't allow them to use Instagram, Facebook,
Oh, so
WhatsApp,
sorry,
so
Father.
that they avoid. But
Oh, okay.
they can share. They can share, no problem. They have secret
Okay.
Instagram IDs. They can share.
They have. Okay, so the students, I know you'll have your, you'll have your secret Instagram accounts, which you'll are not supposed to initially. But I think Father has given you all the permission. Maybe I
Only
would ask
principal
Miss.
does not know. All others know.
Okay, the principal doesn't know. Okay, but others can know. Okay, so maybe I'll coordinate with Miss Jennifer for this, because I know the students probably they don't want to share their Instagram IDs probably on the chat box. But I would request you all to do it. But I just to inform the students of Joseph's and also the students of SM Nagri Sapulu Samarinda, I've just shared the Instagram account of tie-ups. I request you all also to please tag us. And the second ID is my personal Instagram account. Also from SM Nagri Sapulu Samarinda pa, can you just share the ID pa? What is the ID of SM Nagri Sapulu Samarinda?
Wait.
So I request all the students. There you go. You have Smaridasa 10. That's the Instagram account of the school from SM Nagri Sapulu Samarinda. So I request all the students from both the sides, from India, Indonesia, from Joseph's, and also from SM Nagri Sapulu Samarinda to please tag uh, Smari Dasa 10, RS Makija, and also Tie-Ups International. Please, Tie-Ups INTL. We have shared it on the chat box. So please tag us so that it'll be really nice to capture these moments and live with it and move forward with it. Okay, so thank you everyone once again. Thanks a lot for today's session. A sincere gratitude, Father Rowan. Thank you, Father, once again for all your support, for all your direction. Also to Pa Fatur and everyone else in SM Nagri Sapulu Samarinda, and to all the students. A fantastic presentation. I think you all really broke the barriers and you all really shared very insightful thoughts and information about the two countries. Thank you, everyone. Take care.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So if the students want to connect on Instagram or anything, they can send their IDs on the chat and we'll connect with them.
Sure. Right. I think you're playing safe now. Okay. I can
The
understand
school
that.
also has Instagram ID. They can.
We'll put up the school's Instagram ID here.
We'll send the school's Instagram ID in the chat. But if you all can
Okay.
share your IDs, it would be great.
There you go. I think the students also have shared their IDs. You can just see that it's already there on the chat box. So the IDs are there. And since Father has given the permission, I think you all can please take you all can take a note of it.
So the two IDs over there, are they students or are they the schools?
No, that is of Mr. Ravi.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the ID of tie-ups, and RS Makija is my personal ID, and then you have the others are of all the students, right? So please tag all of us so that let's be connected, and we'll move forward. Okay, thank you everyone. Thanks once again, and yeah, best wishes to all of you all. Take care. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah,
Thank you,
there you can go.
everyone.
You can see there's also the ID of St. Joseph's is also there. The ID is already there of Joseph School is also already there on the chat box. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Best wishes. Salamat sore. A very good evening to all of you all, or good afternoon rather, in India. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Father.
You think
Ya, di tag ya, semuanya di tag ya. Tolong di tag kita ya. Tadi udah di-mention. Yap. Terima kasih. Thank you. Wonderful presentation. Keep it up. Fantastic. Terima kasih.
Thank you, Mr. Rafi.
Ya, terima kasih. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you so much for the
Bye-bye.
opportunity.
Ya, sama-sama. Terima kasih. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.